Welcome to SAT TV News. I am Alicia George. In our top stories, 45 complete victim support training program. Chikungunya virus continues to spread throughout the region. Ukraine crisis, pro-Russia rebel vote to go ahead. And in sports division recognized 2013 sports persons. Details of these will follow.
Introducing the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz has joined with Ashley Furniture, the #1 selling home furnishings brand in America, to bring you the most extraordinary furniture selection at unbeatable prices. It's now easier than ever before to find that perfect furniture piece for your home. And what's more, you can add that special touch with the right accent piece from our range of designer accessories from Ashley. Create the perfect look for your home with the Ashley Collection at Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home. Visit the new Ashley Gallery at our Roseau store.
Welcome back. 45 persons received their certificate of completion when a graduation ceremony was held at the Public Service Union on the afternoon of Wednesday, May 7, 2014, following a 6-week victim support training program. Tina Alexander, trainer of the Victim Support Program, pointed out that a number of areas need improvement as they relate to the reporting of child sexual abuse and prosecuting the perpetrators of child sexual abuse and gender-based violence. Some include the lengthy court process for the prosecution of persons accused of crimes, the stalling of cases when accused persons are off island, no option to give evidence via video, and persons allegedly taking bribes to discontinue cases.
When we went to the court and empathized with the victims standing in the witness box and feeling like culprits, when we went there, we discovered that there is equipment in the courts currently that is not being used, and we call for it to be put into action. When nobody seems quite sure why it's not being used, and we're just saying that it makes no sense to have it and not use it. We hope that you will be able to find a technician who's appropriate, confidential and trained to operate this equipment so that victims can give evidence away from the perpetrator and not have to face him in court and feel abused all over again.
She thanked the participants for taking time from their busy schedules to attend the course so they can be better equipped in dealing with victims of sexual abuse and/or rape. Meanwhile, Assistant Superintendent of Police Claude Wicks said dealing with sexual abuse cases requires a collaborative approach of all involved, and the public must not think it lies solely with the police. The public must ensure that the due process of law is not contaminated or derailed, as the perpetrators must be brought to justice.
If you notice, it's not only the police, but all and sundry. You're hearing and seeing the shortcomings as well with regard to the medical part. You're hearing as well the protracted undue delays in the court system. But that definitely is certainly going to be remedied. That problem is going to be medicated by a process that will be much faster. And it is taking effect, and that is paper committal, where we would not have to go through the preliminary inquiry stage anymore, but we have to do the paper committal, a sufficiency hearing test within the stage, the defense, and all the other players.
ASP Wicks advised the graduates that they must not just hang up their certificates as another accomplishment, but get active with the training they have acquired to help those who need it. He also sounded a strong warning to the parents of abused children not to accept any bribe or, in local terms, hush money in exchange for derailing the case, as when this is done, they are using their children for financial gain, which is not right. Participant Delia Coffey Wicks explained that the training exposed her to a lot of new information about victims of sexual abuse and shed light that there are many people out there who are hurting from their experience.
We were taught that unless you've been through it, you should not say, I know what you're going through. And that is something that a lot of times we like to say. And it taught us not to trivialize anybody's experience, because for each person, what they've gone through is real.
She went on to say that the participants of this course are now better persons after learning such valuable information. The course was funded by the British High Commission. President of the Dominican Nurses Association, DNA, Deborah Roach Phillip, is urging young and aspiring nurses to ensure they have a heart of empathy and compassion, in addition to a love for human life without partiality, as this is vital for being a successful nurse. She made the statement during an interview with SAT-TV following a successful conference held at the Public Service Training Center on Wednesday, May 7, 2014. Phillip noted nurses must also keep the focus on the well-being of the patients they serve.
When you go out there, always do your best. Always look at each patient as you look at Christ, and do unto them as you would have done unto Christ. Look at every individual client that you care for with a heart of love, a heart of compassion, and what you would like to have done unto you, do it to the patients that you serve.
She noted, as newly elected president of the association, one of her main objectives is for the continued improvement of nurses. The president noted, in all spheres of life, there will be negative comments about nurses. However, the DNA is striving to improve the image of nurses in the eyes of the public, and one of those ways to do that is by hosting conferences.
And we are planning various other conferences, various other activities where nurses will be enlightened, nurses will be educated, nurses will continue to where they will be motivated to aspire towards excellence, towards leadership, and towards improving and changing that negative image of nurses that are out there and make it be a positive image of nurses. So Nurses Association, we are devoted to be standing in the gap for nurses. And one of the things that we decided we would also do, we are also interested in the welfare of our members. We are interested in the welfare of the patients, the customers that our members serve, and so too are we interested in the well-being of the nurses that are part and parcel of our association.
During the conference, which was part of the observance of International Nurses Week 2014, under the theme Transforming Healthcare Through Nursing Leadership, several nurses were recognized for their contribution to the profession. They are Julie Frampton, Rosie Felix, Bernadette Austri, Juliette Blaise, Denise Edwards, Jasmine Lambert, Bethlehem Vigilant, Helen Rui, Beverly Fontaine, Lilia Casey, Martha Laurent, Roslyn Daisy, Alison Samuel, and Mignon Rose Shillingford.
I would like to congratulate nurses on a job well done. Nurses are striving and doing their best. As we celebrate Nurses Week, I would like to take the opportunity at this time to let the world know that nurses are very important resources to a nation. Nurses are the backbone of healthcare services, healthcare systems all around the world. And as a result, nurses should not be taken for granted. So we encourage our clients, our customers, to appreciate nurses on a job well done.
Nurses Appreciation Day is scheduled for Monday, May 12, 2014. The Northeast Comprehensive School has been selected to pilot a Ministry of Education and Human Resource Development initiative entitled Youth Empowerment Through Sports. The United Nations Children's Fund UNICEF-sponsored program seeks to develop literacy and numeracy through sporting activities and strategies. During the official launching on Wednesday, May 7, 2014, Principal of the school, Steve Hippolyte, welcomed the project, testifying that the school's continuous aim is to facilitate innovation and new ideas.
We understand that in this generation that we live, the type of students that we have, the everyday average performance and the everyday average thinking may not necessarily cater for all our students. So once the Chief Education Officer indicated to me that funds are available for a particular program, we grabbed at the opportunity, we jumped at the opportunity to say, yes, we're going to try it and we're going to see whether it will work.
He appealed to the parents to support the program and to liaise with the school for the advancement of the students. 16 of 116 persons who were registered for the project were selected. One of the main targets of the ministry is to provide students with the type of environment and programs that are conducive to successful learning, said Chief Education Officer Melina Fontaine.
Many of your teachers are working hard to ensure that your classrooms are productive places where you're totally engaged, and measures are being put in place to ensure that your school environment is a safe place to be and violence is not tolerated. As a result, I am aware that your school have been recording a decrease in negative behavior.
This project forms part of UNICEF's focus to aid in the education and health of children and mothers in developing countries. When we return, more stories.
The wheel of change is here at SAT. New and exciting rewards just for you. SAT customers simply pay your bill and get the new Loyalty Plus plan for free. That's 26 channels absolutely free for a limited period. Yes, you heard me, free. And if you do pay your bill, you'll have a chance to win big with SAT TV. Up to $15,000 in prizes are up for grabs. 7-inch tablets, BlackBerry smartphones, food vouchers, and much, much more. Offer ends July 1st. Get more from SAT TV, the people's choice. SAT terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. A number of activities are on the cards for this year's observation of Africa Week, which will run from May 19th to 25th under the theme Youth Embracing Our African Heritage. During a press conference on Thursday, May 8th, Cultural Officer Delmont Rasmo Moses stated the focus of this year's celebrations is the youth and reviewing the celebrations from a strategic perspective. The observation, usually known as African Liberation Week, will now be called Africa Week. He stated the name change was in an effort to shift the focus from liberation to solidarity while celebrating our African heritage. An opening ceremony at the Harlem Plaza on Monday, 19th May 2014, in addition to a concert, an art and craft fair, and an Africa Village will form part of the celebration. Other activities include a panel discussion organized by the NYC on Tuesday, May 20th, an African Dress Day on May 23rd, and a football match on the Newtown Savannah on Saturday, May 24th. This week's celebration will come to a close with an African Solidarity March on Sunday, May 25th. The Dominica Library and Information Service has dubbed May 12th to 16th, 2014 Library Week under the theme Read, Connect, and Explore New Worlds at Your Library. The week is being observed as a time to celebrate the contributions of libraries, librarians, and library workers, and to encourage community participation and promote library use to read, connect, and explore new worlds. A number of activities to engage various groups are scheduled for the week, including the hosting of a storytime and book care session at the Roseau Public Library. The Portsmouth Library will also celebrate the short story competition, elocution contest, spelling bee, and a presentation on libraries then and now, as well as a visit to the Thibault School for library skill sessions. At Grand Bay, the branch library will mark the week by bringing a group of elderly persons to interact with students, host a financial skills session for students of the Youth Skills Program, a session on career choices for third form students of the Pierre Charles Secondary School, a poster competition for primary school students, and story time and book care for preschoolers. The Marigot Branch Library will host story time and book care for preschoolers, library skills and reading competition for the primary schools, and a session on financial skills for students of the Northeast Comprehensive School. In addition, the Documentation Center has planned an exhibition to highlight one aspect of its collection and hold sensitization sessions for students of various schools.
Thank you for staying tuned. Gian Benjamin and Tiala 4 have been named sportspersons for the year 2013. Benjamin, 19, has a very impressive resume in cricket, both locally and regionally. In 2013, he received the award for the most improved wicketkeeper in the Digicel Premier League and was selected for the Dominican national team for the Windward Islands Senior Tournament. He has also represented the Dominica State College in the United Insurance Under-20 Secondary Schools competition and captained the Eastern team in the Dominica Cricket Association DCA Under-19 League when he scored a century in both leagues. Benjamin was the leading wicketkeeper in the West Indies Cricket Board one-day and three-day tournaments.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Almighty Father for the strength and guidance that you have provided to me. I'd like to thank the coaches, managers working with me. I'd like to say thanks to all my supporters, everyone motivating me. Thanks to the sports division for recognizing my talent and awarding me. Thanks to everyone. Yeah.
Lafont, also 19, is based in the United States. She currently attends the University of Maryland on an athletic scholarship. In 2013, she was named MVP by the Dominican Amateur Athletics Association and set 2 national records in the triple high jump. Ronnie Isidore spoke on her behalf.
According to Thea, it is truly an honor to be a member of and to compete for Team Dominica. Thank you for considering me worthy of such an honor, according to Thea. I enjoy making my family and country proud. I'm excited to see Dominica's athletics program grow and flourish. I also want to encourage all young athletes to continue to work hard towards the goal.
Other awards were presented including Most Valuable Player MVP of the Year in various sporting events. In athletics, track and field, Jordani Garcia and Tia Lafont. Basketball, Thomas Felix and Chanel St. Rose. Boxing, Miguel Greenaway. Bridge, Albert Astafans. Cricket, Gian Benjamin and Pearl Etienne. Domino, Augustus Parker. Football, Hugo Riley and Kasika Samuel. Netball, Stacey Fontaine. Rounders, Marilyn Ogis. Softball cricket, Keshaski John Lewis. Tennis, Mauricio Burton. And volleyball, Lincoln Riviere and Anna Maria Xavier.
This has been the local segment of the news. Coming up next, regional highlights.